Exactly. That was kind of a misleading statistic. All right, we have 10 minutes, so make it happen. Last group, introduce yourself first.
Okay, so we are the Citizens for Better Health. We believe that putting limits on smoking in public would help everyone's health, because if you're smoking in public, you're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting everyone else's rights around you, and that's definitely not fair to everyone. You should be able to, you should have the property, you should have liberty to be able to smoke, but not affecting other people. Yeah. So basically, when you're smoking, you're 7 to 8 minutes off your life, which is basically killing yourself. Like my worthy opponents, they said that without cigarettes, they might commit suicide. They basically, if they smoke a lot, they're basically committing suicide because it fills up their lungs.
So either way, smoking is bad for you. Like, I'm not sure that they would think about committing suicide, my worthy opponent said, but, like, if you do smoke, you would probably have a better chance of hurting yourself or even dying than not smoking and possibly have suicidal thoughts.
Or hurting someone else.
Yeah. Because secondhand smoking, it's basically where you're smoking and you breathe it in. Like I think secondhand smoking is really bad. You want to explain why?
Well, yeah, because here, should I just start with this? Yeah. Alright. So some rights involved with all smoking period in general is life, liberty, and kind of property, because a lot of people like spend all their money on smoking and it just ends up not being good.
Yeah, so like we said before, with smoking, you have a good chance of killing yourself or getting lung disease, sick.
Yeah.
And then this doesn't really have to do with smoking, but like you could just say, let's move on to another chewing tobacco product. All tobacco products are bad for you. And then with the property, like Luke said, people they spend tons of amounts on the tobacco products.
Yeah. And you guys have to consider that the tobacco farms wouldn't go out of business. We're just trying to stop smoking
In public places.
Yeah.
Not like the other people said, not
you can
in your own house.
Yeah, you can still buy tobacco products. Like you can buy chewing tobacco and chew that. I'm not saying that's not bad for you. You should stop it.
It just reduces the secondhand smoke.
Yeah, and that's what we're basically worried about, because it's basically killing off the population. Yeah, but you might be leaning a little towards the people in your district which are growing the tobacco, and that might, if we stop smoking altogether in any tobacco product, that would put them out of business, and that would affect their property, but we're not. This bill is only taking away smoking in public places, so that helps with secondhand smoke. But the people in the district, we would not put them out of business, and even if we got rid of smoking altogether, there's still other tobacco products that wouldn't affect other people as smoking does. Yeah. And smoking also, it clogs up your lungs, which makes you run slower, you're out of breath more easily, and no one really likes being out of breath, so it's just really bad for you.
Yeah, so basically what we're saying, smoking, any way you think about it, is not good for you. I mean, it could, like they said, it could give you happy thoughts, but then you guys can remember the drug talk they said, yeah, the Rebel Crown. The first time you take it, you feel amazing, but then every time you take it, you get worse and worse, and then you're just taking it to feel normal. Smoking does not do you good any way you think about it.
And some people think it makes you look cool, but it really doesn't. It's like those long cigars they like got to here.
It doesn't.
It's not cool.
It doesn't
It's
make
hurting
you
other
cool.
people. Yeah, like why do you think
You
they
don't have
teach
social-
us kids about not smoking? It's because it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like once people to stop because it's bad for them. We don't want people to die. So in conclusion, it's hurting everyone. Even it's hurting you the most, but it's hurting other people also. And smoking affects every one of our rights that we have in America. And America is about being free and having liberty and being free. And we want to move in the right direction instead of, even if it will take away people's liberties a little bit at the beginning of, oh, I can't smoke anymore, I have to only smoke in my house. You can still smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not taking it,
But we're just saying it's
Or
terrible for your health.
this bill is not taking any rights from people. The people are taking rights from each other by secondhand smoking and just normal smoking.
And it's terrible. You can kill yourself.
Yes. So
Yeah,
So can you tell, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off because we're down to the last 4 minutes and it's time for questions. I'm gonna do the first question. Can you tell me what the most extreme effects of smoking are? What's the worst that can happen to a
Probably
person?
Probably lung
Death.
disease.
death.
Lung disease, it can lead to death. Because
Yeah.
if you smoke a lot, it keeps clogging up your lungs, which makes
Yeah.
your breathing harder. And you have to breathe to live.
And then
Yeah.
if you smoke by other people, it could also
It could all,
Maybe
they
kill
could
them.
breathe in the toxins, and then they could get the same diseases as you. Maybe
Exactly.
not as drastically, but they could still get the diseases.
And there's our one of our rights, life. Everyone should have the right to life because
And
there's no other rights without life. So
Yeah,
if you're
and
taking
these
away others'
innocent-
rights,
and you
then
may not even be
you take
trying
away all
to.
their rights.
Yeah, and these
But
innocent people, the smokers, are taking away their right to life.
And the smoking might make you feel really good mentally, but if you get back to reality, you're gonna feel really, really crummy.
Yeah, and if you keep on wanting that thing, like I said, it just keeps on getting worse and worse.
Russell?
How will this benefit the community with stopping smoking?
It reduces pollution and like you want to go to a park, but you don't want the park to be filled with smoke when you get there.
Exactly. And like when I was just walking across the street once, I just started coughing because there was a smoker. It doesn't feel good to be around a smoker.
It doesn't smell good either.
And it worries you. Like, do you breathe into all of the exhaust of your car? No, it's gross. And so if you stand in a room full of people smoking, it's gross. It's like standing right in front of a car. Yeah, what do you think about this, Lucas?
Like a giant truck that's, I don't know.
Yeah, so this would really benefit the community because,
And stop pollution.
yeah, it would stop pollution.
That's
And did
a
you
little
say that, this group, did you guys say that,
You can't address them, you can just say what they said to them.
I'm pretty sure that this group said that when you buy smoke, the taxes go up?
Yeah, you can't ask them, sorry.
Right. I'm pretty sure that that's what they said. So then the taxes, they would be lowered if people stopped buying cigarettes as much. And pollution.
And you have to remember, it wouldn't stop pollution completely because car exhaust is still polluting.
Yeah.
But it would help the environment because it still is polluting.
Yeah.
Russell, last question?
If you take away the law, will people's health be bad? Like, if we set the law, will people's health get better? People will stop dying?
Yeah.
Definitely. Because I think people are nice enough at locations to put smoking areas. Like when I went to Disney World, there was a smoking reserved area. I think that's nice enough, but you have to remember there were little children walking by,
Yeah.
which was hurting them.
Yeah.
So I think it stopped children from dying too.
I think the hope with the smoking ban is that you make it so inconvenient on people that people are less likely to want to buy cigarettes because they don't have any place to smoke them.
Yeah.
It's all, I mean, that's just one added thing with it. That's also why